evening. How's everyone?
Good.
Slowly if I can work this, maybe. I'm not used to using a mic at all, but shredder isn't that things like
it's pretty
snakes do? Oh. Right. Anyway, I'm going to try some new material, so please be gentle with me. I hope. Except Celia, you can be as rough as you want. So I like shabby women. Sorry, Australians, that's bogan. If you're from Melbourne, that's a bogan joke. But I'd like to initially find out how many women here like coat hangers.
What?
Coat hangers. No.
Averagely.
All right. How many men dislike coat hangers?
Pretty neutral to it.
Oh, excellent. At least, well, 100% of men polled dislike coat hangers. I have a theory that women must have invented coat hangers because there's just no way a man would invent something like that when it's perfectly okay to just hang your clothes on the floor. And if you use the same bit of floor, it's got like a self-filing system. What we in the trade called last in, first out. And if you're feeling a bit you need a surprise, you can always go for the random access feature and just stick your hand and take it out. Now, this leads me nicely on to my next bit about how many people here are religious. It must be at least for somebody. But anyway, I personally hate all religions, so I won't be talking on any particular religions right now. So I'm thinking of opening a faith-based mobile phone shop. So I think that when you walk in, you'll be able to go up to the counter, the phone selection. Look for your Apple iGods, your Android Allahs, and your BlackBerry bar mitzvahs, and then take that phone up to the counter. And behind you'll have a priest, a rabbi, and an imam that you can then use to bless your phone. And it would then give you we'll have a catchphrase like, a link to God. And you have to believe, testify! But then, of course, we'll have, the usual tariffs that you have, but we'll have a special tariff for people who are a bit more religious, the fanatics, the Hasidics, something like, a pray-as-you-go type tariff. Thank you! Hold on, what am I talk about now? At my age, one of the hardest things in life is realizing that you're not quite the man you thought you would be. And this happened to me recently when I looked in the mirror and I realized I was xenophobic. So it's one of these really, really strong feelings from within. And I just realized that I really hate people who meditate in the fucking Dalai Lama. My 14-year-old son said that was not a really good joke, but but I just figure, what would the Dalai Lama know? He's asking for global peace when, in terms of austerity and economic crisis, what you need is war. You don't need that sort of peaceful stuff at all. Anybody here use Twitter?
Yeah.
Few people, good. I followed somebody. I follow someone who tweeted that his girlfriend, this is a true story, gave him a muffin that was laced with shards of glass, and that if it turned out that she'd done it on purpose, he was going to stuff her treats with bull semen. And I was a bit taken aback by that. I was thought he's not really thought it through, because we're in December, and this time of year, how the hell are you going to find miniature minotaurs that you'll then get you have to get them to stand still long enough to put on one of those like Jean-Paul Gaultier type outfits before you stuff it in the bloody treat. Yeah? And now I had to unfollow that person because that just doesn't make sense, because everybody knows that minotaurs aren't the most docile mythological creatures. And so, you know, they're a bit more fidgety, you know, like a bear with a, well, anyway, not like something with horns or something. So, which leads me nicely onto my love of history. You know, Greek history, Roman history, and what I like to think about is what would happen if you took somebody from modern age with the skills that they have today and send them back in time and see how they would cope. So, you know, an engineer, a doctor, a politician, or maybe say like an investment banker. And if you sent them back around the time that Hitler came to power in Germany, what sort of things would they invest in? Any ideas? I thought peroxide, because they'd be just flying off the shelves, surely. All those sort of like Aryan enabling products, they'd be going like crazy. And of course, as an investment banker, he'd have to hedge his investments. And I reckon he'd be investing in companies that would probably specialise in foreskin regrafting surgery. So that is the end of my set. But I would like to say before I go, if there are any stand-up comics here, in about 2 weeks, I'll be releasing an app that will actually tell you where all the open mic nights are in London, and in Australia and in New York. Thank you.